Translation. Arjuna said, "O my dear Krishna, I wish to know about Prakriti, nature, Purusha, or the enjoyer, and the field, and the knower of the field, and of knowledge, and the end of knowledge." The blessed Lord then said, "This body, O son of Kunti, is called the field, and one who knows this body is called the knower of the field."
Kṛṣṇa-kathā. Just like we are living in this apartment and we know that I am not this apartment, but I am living in this apartment. The people say that because the super soul or the soul is living within this body, therefore the body is soul. This is not very good argument. That is being cleared by Krishna himself. Idam sarirang kaunteya kṛṣṇa iti avidhyate. Kṛṣṇa means a land or a place. So, idam sarirang kaunteya kṛṣṇa iti avidhyate, and the next line.
Etadyo veti.
Etadyo veti. And one who knows it, he is kṛṣṇa go. Go means in knowledge. So, we should know this, that I am not this body. It is my body. If we analyze the body, I say it is my hand, it is my leg, it is my head. Nobody says I head or I hand. I is different from this body. I am living in this apartment, but I am not this apartment. But the modern civilization is going on the basic idea that I am this body. I am American, I am Indian, I am Brahman, I am Kshatriya, I am man, I am woman. This is condemned. This is condemned. This is the conception of the animals. The animal, they do not know that the dog, the body dog, and the soul who has obtained the body of a dog, the soul is different from the body. This is the Vedic information. Asangayam Purusha. The living entity, soul, is not this material body, asanga. He has no association. He is put into that condition, but he is different from the body. What is that? She has gone out and cannot come. So this should be clearly understood. This is knowledge, that I am not this body. What is the next? Second line? Yes, next.
Etadyo veti tam
Etadya veti. So, if you study, if you meditate on our body, I am this body, I am this finger, no, the answer will come. No, I am not this body. It is my body. It is my finger. It is my head. This is simple thing. And here it is confirmed by the Supreme Authority, Krishna. And we can experiment it. How it is that I am identifying myself with this body. Therefore, Shastra says, Jasyatu buddhi kunape tridhatuke. This body is a product of the three dhatu, according to Ayurvedic system, kapha, pitta, vayu. So, anyone who is accepting this body made of three elements, kapha, pitta, vayu, he is no better than Gokhara, Saiva Gokhara, an animal. Jasyatu buddhi kunapeti dhatuke sadhik kalatra disubhavamajyadhi jatirtha buddhi salile na karhiche janesu avignesu saiva Gokhara. Gokhara, go means cow and khara means ass. So, people are identifying with this body, but Shastra says such persons are no better than the cows and the asses. Now just try to understand what is this civilization. Just try to understand it is a combination of cows and asses. Because everyone is identifying, I am this body, I am American, I am Russian, I am China. Let us fight. I am Hindu, I am Muslim. This is going on. The simple knowledge is lacking. The simple knowledge that I am not this body. I am aham brahmasmi. The Vedic language, soham. Soham means I am the same spirit soul as the super soul, as Krishna. I am qualitatively one. As Krishna is Sachidananda Vigraha, similarly, I am also Sachidananda, part and parcel. The difference is that I am very minute. As we have several times explained, the minute particle of gold is also gold. That is not different. A minute drop of the sea water is also the same, qualitative, the same chemicals. Similarly, we being part and parcel of Krishna, we are not subjected to the material condition, but we have put ourselves in this material condition. That is called Maya. We wanted to enjoy separately, separated from Krishna, and therefore we are put into a condition which is illusion. That I have already explained several times. At night we forget all this body. Although in daytime I identify myself that I am American, I am Indian, I am Brahman. At night when I sleep I forget whether I am American, Indian, or Brahman, or Kshatriya. This is our daily experience. I am in a different atmosphere, I am dreaming something. And again, at daytime, I forget what I dreamt at night. So, sometimes we go very unknown place, very nice place, very nice building, nice atmosphere. And as soon as the dream is over, then again I am on my bed. You see? And when I dream, I forget I am not in my bed, but I am in the surrounding of palaces, of gardens. So this is our daily experience. So, because we wanted to imitate Krishna, Krishna bhuliya ji bhagavan chakare, the Krishna has given us a place which is illusion, which is not fact, temporary, illusion. Just like we sometimes see water in the desert. That is illusion. Practically there is no illusion and there is no water. But we see, oh, here is water. vast water. The animal, they run after the water. Similarly, we are also running after this illusion. There is happiness. There is happiness. But there is no happiness. At the fag end of life, we are disappointed, we are frustrated. Vriddha kalo avala sava sukha bhagala. When we cannot again, no more, we can enjoy with our senses, then we become very much depressed. Old men, you will find old men, those who are not spiritually inclined, they are very morose. Morose because they cannot use anymore the senses. They sometimes take medicine. But how it can be done? So, vriddha kala avala. So we are under this illusion. This is called maya. We should understand that we are not this body. We are not this body. Our bodily enjoyment, sense gratification, that is illusion. In another place in the Bhagavad Gita you will find, it is said, Sukham mattam thikam jattat otindriya grahayam. Find out that verse. Sukham attam thikam jattat otindriya grahayam. We are trying to enjoy life with these material senses, but that is illusion, that is temporary. Temporary and illusion. Real enjoyment is with our spiritual senses. What is it? Have you got?
Sukham adyantikam yattad buddhigrahyam atindriyam veti yatra nachayavayam stitas chalati tatpataha.
What is the translation?
There's a few verses together. The stage of perfection is called trance or samadhi. When one's mind is completely restrained from material mental activities by practice of yoga. This is characterized by one's ability to see the self by the pure mind and to relish and rejoice in the self. In that joyous state, one is situated in boundless transcendental happiness and enjoys himself through transcendental senses. Established thus, one never departs from the truth, and upon gaining this, he thinks there is no greater gain.
So, every information is there. If we want actually happiness, then we have to purify the material consciousness. That is Krishna consciousness movement. We have come to the point of Krishna consciousness. That Krishna consciousness can be achieved by the grace of Krishna. Krishna consciousness, athapiti devo padambujaddam prasada leshanu grihita evai. Krishna cannot be understood by any other method than the Krishna method. Krishna is absolute. Therefore, if one wants to understand Krishna, he must take the Krishna method. Krishna method. Because Krishna is absolute, there is no difference between Krishna and the method of attaining Krishna. They are the same. Method, the bhakti method means Krishna method. Bhakta Bhagavan. And the method to approach Bhagavan is called bhakti. The whole thing is based on one root, bhaj, bhajadhatu. Bhajadhatu, that means offering a loving service to the Lord. And Krishna says, bhaktya mama vijanati, anan bhajati mama anannabha. These words are there. Sadhuriva samantappa, apite sudurachara, bhajati mama anannabha. Bhajate, this means bhajate. Chaturvida bhajate ma. This word bhaja is very important thing. From bhaja, the word bhakti comes. Bhajadhatukti. So, bhakti means bhajan. Bhajati mamananna bhav. Mahatmanastu mang prartha daivi prakriti mahasita. Bhajanti anannamana. So, again bhajanti. Mahatmanastu mang prartha daivi prakriti mahasita. This bhajan is for Mahatmas, not for the Duratmas or Khudraatma. Mahatma, one whose Atma has been expanded. Mahatma, not crippled. Those who are thinking in terms of society, nationality, country, religion, or so many things, they are not Mahatmas. They are Khudraatma, small, crippled mind. Those who are thinking in broader way, just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says, Prithivite ache jato nagaradigram. He is not thinking in terms of Prithivite ache jato nagar. As many towns and villages are there all over the world. He is not thinking in terms of my village, my country, my society. Everyone is thinking like that. But those who are Mahatma actually, they are thinking in a broader way. Prithvi teya chijato nagarada. Krishna is thinking in terms of all living entities. Sarvajoni shukaunte sambhavanti murtaya. All living entities, in all species of life, in all forms of life. Aham bija padapita, I am their father. So, this is called Mahatma. Krishna is thinking in terms of our living. People are saying that Krishna in Hindu God. Oh, why Hindu God? In dictionary it is said, in English dictionary, that Krishna is one Hindu God, is not? It is explained. Why Hindu God? He says that I am the father of all living entities. Why he should be the father of the Hindus or Indians? He is father of everyone. He says, but they write in the dictionary, Krishna is Hindu God. Misinterpretation. Krishna does not say. And Krishna himself, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Prithivite ache jato nagaradigram. As many villages and towns are there, sarvatra prachar hoibe morna. That's my name will be celebrated in every village, every town. So this Krishna consciousness movement is not a crippled movement. It is very broad movement, claiming all living entities to come to Krishna, back to home, back to Godhead. Therefore, we should not be bodily conscious. Krishna here says that body is not I am this body. Idam sariram kṛṣṇa. It is a field of activities. Kṛṣṇa, field of activities. Just like one who is bodily conscious, he undergoes very severe exercises. The body becomes very stout and strong and he is happy. He is happy because he thinks on this body. Similarly, you can make your body spiritually strong also. As you make your body materially strong, similarly you can make your body, because this is kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa means the field or the land. In the land, by tilling the land, by cultivating the land, you can produce nice grain also and inferior grain also, as you want, because the land is in your possession. You can cultivate as you like. Similarly, this body is land and I am the tiller. I am the kṛṣṇa or agriculturist. So, by using the land, I can become spiritually advanced or I can become materially advanced. It is up to me. Spiritually advanced means gradually you forget that I am this material body, I am Krishna's, I am Brahma. That is spiritually advanced. And material advance means I am this body, I am American, I am Indian, I am Brahman, I am Kshatriya, I am man, woman. This is materially advanced. Both ways. This human form of life, because it is not animal life. Always remember that I am not animal, I am now human being. So, I can utilize, these things will be explained in this chapter, how I can utilize this body. Both ways I can utilize. If I simply limit myself with the bodily necessities of life, just like the animals, eating, sleeping, sex intercourse and defense. These are common to the human body and the cats and dogs' body. But because I am human being, I can utilize my body in a different way. The cats and dogs cannot do. That is the difference between a human being and an animal. If you don't utilize my body as human being, then I am no better than cats and dogs. Actually, I am cats and dogs. If you simply limit myself how to eat very nicely, how to sleep very nicely, how to have sex intercourse very nicely, and how to defend myself very nicely, then you are no better than animal. But this is the business of the animal. The animal cannot be invited to become Krishna conscious. That is not possible. Even if he is invited, he cannot sit down, he cannot hear. Therefore, those who are very much advanced in animal propensities, they cannot take part in this Krishna consciousness movement. Those who are, to say frankly, no better than animals, they cannot take any interest in the Krishna consciousness movement. That is not possible. Therefore Krishna says, who can take? He says, we take from Krishna all the words, you don't believe me. Krishna says that jesam antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dandamaho nirmukta bhajanti mang dirabrata. So, animal life means sinful life. Animal life. Even this human form of life is also sinful unless we come to the Krishna consciousness platform. We come to the animal life means sinful life. If I act as sinful, like hogs and dogs, just like if I don't discriminate of eating, just like the hogs, they have no discrimination. They accept even stool. Come on, I shall eat. They get the body of hogs or dogs. And if you utilize this body according to the Shastra to purify it, because the human body is meant for purification. Jasmat suddheta satya. That is the given instruction given by Rishabh. Tapo dibbang putraka jasmat suddhet satya jena suddheta satya jasmat brahma sukham anantam. nayang deha deho bhajang niloke kṛṣṇa kaman arhati vir bhujangaji. He advised, instructed his sons, my dear sons, don't use this body like the hogs and dogs, whole day and night searching after stool, eating for eating. Don't use this. And after eating, as soon as there is the sex is strong, then sex life, there is hog's life. You have seen. These are the example natures. They are very stout and strong, fatty, eating stool. And as soon as fatty, immediately sex life, without any discrimination. Mother, sister or anyone. There is hogs. You see from nature's example, dogs and hogs. The dog has no courtesy or shame in the street, they are having sex life. So, human civilization is coming to that. Already it has come. In Western countries, at least in our country it has not come still. And Western is common affair. Young man, young woman is embracing, kissing and everything. And sometimes sexually also engaged on the sea beach, in the garden. We have seen it. So, practically you are coming to the hogs and dogs life. This is our advancement of civilization. Why? On account of this bodily concept of I am this body. I am this body. This should be first of all understood, as Krishna says, idam sariram kaunteya kshetram. It has been awarded to you for utilizing it for different purposes, as you like. You can utilize it like cats and dogs and hogs, and you can utilize it as devata, as demigod. That is up to you. We have got little independence. We can utilize or misuse this independence. But the Shastra says that this body is not to be utilized as cats and dogs and hogs. Shastra says. Therefore, Krishna says, Jasastra vidhi musijja vartate kamakara. Anyone who does not care for the instruction given in the Shastras, Shastra just like anyone who doesn't care for the law of the state, what kind of man he is? He is a loafer, he is an outlaw, he is not a respectable citizen. Similarly, anyone who does not follow the Shastra, Shastra is meant for human being, not for the cats and dogs and hogs. As law is meant for the human being, not for the cats and dogs. Therefore, we have to follow the Shastric injunction. As Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, or Vasudev says in the Puranas, in the Vedanta Sutra, they are meant for, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, je anadi bohirmukh jeev Krishna bhuli gela, ataev Krishna Veda Purana korila. What for these Vedas and Puranas are meant? Because we have forgotten Krishna. We have forgotten Krishna. Therefore, to revive our Krishna consciousness, so many Vedic literatures are there. So many. So, this life is meant for utilizing this body, tapo dibbang putraka jena suddheta satta. Satta, our satta, our existence is not now pure. It is because it is not pure, therefore we have to transmigrate from one body to another according to our desire, according to our karma. Nature is giving you. Brahman sarvabhutani jantra rurhani maya. We have been given a vehicle. Now we have got this nice vehicle, this human body, vehicle, moving. But if we don't utilize it as human being, then we shall get another vehicle, like dogs and hogs. And sometimes no movement. Stand up for 7,000 years as a tree, not as a tree as tree. Yes. So this is going on. So the first essential knowledge to know that I am not this body. We are working so hard. Body means these senses. These senses. Indrani pararahu, indriyabha paramana, manasastu parobuddhi. So we have to transcend this bodily concept of life. Bodily concept of life means sense gratification, that's all. The bodily, because I am thinking I am this body, therefore I must satisfy my eyes by seeing something beautiful. I must satisfy my tongue by eating so many things which are even forbidden in the Shastras. But my tongue wants it, I must take it. So bodily concept of life means satisfying these gross material senses. That is bodily concept of life. But gradually, by Krishna consciousness, by training ourselves how to become Krishna conscious, then our business will be how to satisfy Krishna. Now we are satisfying our senses. That is bodily concept of material existence. And when we train ourselves how to satisfy Krishna, then that is our perfection of life. This is Krishna consciousness. The process is there. Either you satisfy your senses or you satisfy the proprietor of the senses. Krishna is called Rishikesha. Rishik means the senses. And Krishna is called Rishikesha. Shenaya rivhayar madhye ratasthapayame occhuda. Rishikesh. Taya Rishikeshena ridhisthitena. So Rishikesh. So bhakti means Rishikena Rishikesha sevanam. Bhakti ruchyat. Now Rishik means Indira. At the present moment we are satisfying the senses for the sense only. We have no other higher objective. Sense wants to eat something palatable, although it is not good for me, either from health point of view or spiritual point of view. Just like eating, eat or drinking, intoxication. This is not good either for health or for my spiritual advancement. But because my tongue wants it, I have become my servant of my tongue. I want to satisfy. This is the material condition. Because I don't want to serve Krishna, I want to serve my tongue. Tar madhye jivbhavati lobhamaya sudurmati tare jeta kothino sangsara. We have got different senses. Out of all the senses, this tongue is very strong. Tongue is very strong. Therefore, Shastra says, Atasya Krishna namadi nabhavid grahiham indriyai. By these blunt senses, we cannot understand Krishna. We cannot understand what is Krishna, what is Krishna's name, what is Krishna's fame, what is Krishna's form, what is Krishna's quality. We cannot understand. Therefore Krishna says, Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschid jatati siddhaye jatatam api siddhyanam kaschid vettimam tat. To understand Krishna is not so easy. So, Shastra says that it can be made easy. It can be made easy. How? Sevanamukhi jivhado sameva spurattada if you simply engage your tongue in the service of the Lord, this one method, simply engage your tongue in the service of the Lord, God will be revealed. Come on. God will reveal Himself. You cannot see God. You cannot see Krishna. But when He reveals Himself, just like at night, you cannot see the sun. But when the sun reveals Himself, it is not by your effort. In due course of time, sun will arise in the morning. You can see the sun, you can see yourself, you can see the whole world. So, try to reveal Krishna. Don't try to see Krishna, because with your eyes, with your senses, this material plant, see, we cannot see. It is not. Atasya kṛṣṇa-kathā. We are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, but we are not making progress because we have not come to the stage how to hear Krishna's name. But practice it. Practice it. Then we shall come. So this practice is recommended, Shastra, that by these blunt senses, it is very difficult to understand Krishna. Atasya kṛṣṇa-namādi navhave grāhyam. Indriya. This is our property is the indriya. Then how the sevanmukhi jivādo. Jivādo, beginning from tongue. This is a science. You try to understand. Everything begins by seeing or by touching, by tasting, like that. But here also, the tasting. So, sevanmukhi jivādo. If you engage your tongue in the service of the Lord, then Lord will reveal it. Therefore, we restrict our student to control the tongue. Don't eat flesh, meat or fish. Don't drink. This is controlling the tongue. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, tarah jivha ati lobhamaya sudurmati. Tongue is very fastidious, very greedy, and very difficult to control it. Actually, it is very difficult to control. I have no hunger, still my tongue dictates, yes, it is very nice. What did you take? Yes, drink. 3 plates, finish. And then next, it is the dictation of the tongue. Therefore, the tongue is most formidable. Karmadde juhavati lobhamaya sudurmati tare jeta kothina samsara. Krishna varadayamaya kurivare juha joy. Krishna is very kind. Just to control, just to help us to control over the tongue. Krishna varadayamaya kurivare juha joy. Saprasadanna dulamaya. So, this process, if we simply decide that I shall not eat anything which is not offered to Krishna, Krishna prasad, come on. And I shall not talk anything which is not the subject matter of Krishna. Then tongue. As Amursi Maharaj did, Vācāṅsi Vaikuṇṭha Gunānuvarṇana. If I talk, I shall talk about Krishna only. That's all. No more talk. Your tongue will be controlled. If you simply decide like this, that I shall not talk anything which is not in the matter of Krishna, and I shall not eat anything which is not offered to Krishna, then you become controller of all senses. You become the first class yogi. Yoga indriya sangha. Yoga means to control the senses. And if you try to control the tongue by these two processes, you become the greatest yogi. But if I allow myself that I am this body, body means I am senses, let me enjoy my senses, then I am lost. I, the spirit soul, who is in this slumbering state, illusion, sometimes in daydream, sometimes in night dream. I am there. Because I am there, therefore I am seeing daydream and night dream. Unless I am there, who is seeing this daydream night? So I am there, but I am in the dreamland. Sometimes seeing these dreams, I am there. So in order to get me out of this dreamland, to come to this real life, you have to take Krishna consciousness. And to take to Krishna consciousness, the simple method is try to control your tongue. Then everything goes. Thank you very much.
All right. Just as you said, that there is a difference between the human being and the animals, and animals cannot become conscious, Krishna consciousness. In Bhagavad Gita, when this Gajendra, that means to say elephant, got trouble, you see, by that crocodile. Crocodile was going to catch that elephant. Elephant remembered the God, the Lord, and he came to save her. How that he has not become the Krishna consciousness.
There is a history. Formerly they are human beings.
No, what is the correctness?
Because formerly these elephants and the crocodiles were two brothers. They were human beings. So sometimes, just like Bharat Maharaj, he became a deer, but he remembered himself. Generally people forget. Death means forgetting the past life. But in special cases, just this elephant or the Bharat Maharaj became dead, he remembered his past life. Therefore he could remember God, please tell me. That is special case. Generally, why animal, even human being, do you remember your past life? That is a special case. We do not know past life, even if 10 years ago, what we are doing at this time. Forgot, everything is forgotten, even in this life. So, forgetfulness is our nature. But in special cases, somebody remembers. That is special case. Generally, why animals? Even human beings, they forget. At night we are forgetting, we experiment. At night I am dreaming, I am forgetting that I am Mr. Such and such. I forget everything. Why do you call the next life? In this life, daily, at night I am forgetting, and at daytime also I am forgetting. So forgetfulness is my nature, that is experience. But in special cases, we remember. Just like Bharat Maharaj, under whose name this land, this planet is called Bharatvarsha. That king, he was very elevated king. So he left his home at young age to undergo austerities for liberation. But it so happened that one day a pregnant deer was drinking water in the river and she heard the roaring of a lion and she gave birth to a small calf and fed her. So naturally the human being, he became little compassionate, picked up that small calf and tried to raise it. So he became growing and Bharat Maharaj became little affected. So one day the deer did not come back in the evening She was a little anxious. She went to find out the deer and consciously and unconsciously fell down from the top of the hill and died. But because he was thinking of the deer at that time, the next time he became a deer. Jang jangavapi smaran loki tajattanti palev. But because he was spiritually very much advanced, he could remember that I was Bharat Maharaj. Now I have taken the form of the deer. Therefore he was keeping himself always among the sages and saintly persons. He was eating the flowers and all the leaves and flowers thrown by the sages. Whatever they are giving, eating. In this way, next life, he took birth in the family of a Brahmana. At that time, because he was remembering, he became completely stopped. No more talking, no more mixing. So, this is the process going on. This is the process. This is a great science. But foolish people, they do not know this science. How transmigration of the soul is taking place. How one great man is becoming a small animal. These things are unknown. The Krishna consciousness movement is meant for enlightening people. This science, the science of the soul, Atma Tattva. Griheshu Grihamidina. Apashyadam Atma Tattvam Griheshu Grihamidina. Sotobhyani Rajendra Nirang Shanti Sahasrasti. It's like you have come here to hear. The hearing is the only process to understand. Hearing and chanting. But those who are foolish, they have got many other hearing. Now in many places meeting is going on, lecture is going on, how to conquer material nature, how to become stronger than Russia. So many lectures are going on all over the world. And hundreds and thousands of people are hearing them. Hearing. You take information, even in Bombay, you find there are so many conferences and so many meetings are going on, and they are engaged in hearing. The newspapers are giving dictation, the news editor is giving the stereotype, he is taking hearing. So hearing is going on. Hearing is going on. Therefore, Shastra says, Sotabhyadini Rajendra Ninang Shanti Sahasra. There are 1,000 types of subject matter for hearing there are. 1,000 types. Sahasra, not one type. So, but who are they? Now, Apashyadam Atma Tattvam. One who is not interested about his self. They are hearing so many subject matter. Apashyadam Atma Tattvam Griheshu Grihamidina. Now, compact in household life, Grihamidina. This is going on. And this hearing process has to be transferred. Samanam Kirtanam Vishnu. The same hearing, but you have to change the hearing process. Instead of hearing so many rubbish things and spoil your life, just try to hear about kṛṣṇa-kathā, the words of Krishna, the instruction of Krishna, then your life will be successful. Hearing is going on. You cannot stop hearing, but hearing is rubbish.